Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain my Python code for web server log analysis assessment. I have explained on 10 different analysis questions using a long log file dataset. So let's start one by one. In the first question, I simply counted how many total records are present in the dataset. Each line in log file represents one request, so I used the length function on my parsed log list to get the total counts. In the next question, I found out how many different units host access the server. A host can be domain or IP address. I collected all host names in a set because a set store only unique values and then counted how many unique hosted we have. In the next question, here I count how many different file names were requested on each day. I converted each log's dates into a string format like 01 July 1995 and extracted the file name from the request part. Then I store file name in the set for each date to make sure they are unique. Finally, I counted the number of files for every date. In the next question, for this question, I counted how many times the server returns a 404 not found response. I checked the status code in each logs, and if it was 404 I added 1 to my count. At the end I show the total number of 404 errors. And the next question, I check which file names cause the most 404 errors. Whenever I log had a 404 status, I took the file name from the request and counted how many times it appeared. Finally, I displayed the top 15 file names with the highlights 404 counts. Then similar to the last one, but here I extract the file extension like .html or .gif from the file name when the status was 404. Then I counted how many times each file's extension appears in 404 errors and display on the top of 15 extension. Then next question, I calculate how much data was transferred each day. Only for July 1995, I convert the logs dates into text format like 01 July 1995. Then I added up the bytes transformation for each date and finally display the total bytes for every day in July 1995. Then I counted how many requested were made in each hours of the day. I extract the hours from each log's dates and then counted how many logs happened in each hours from 0 to 23. Finally, I display number of requests for every hours. Then in the second last question, I find out which file names were requested the most. I took the file name from every logs requested parts, counted how many times each appears, and then display the top 10 file names which with the highest request count. And the last question, I counted how many times each HTTP response code appear. For example, how many times we got 200 OK, how many 404 not found, and so on. I counted the status code in all logs and display how many times each course was seen. And then I conclude for this that there is my 10 analysis question from the web server log analysis project. I hope this video helped you understand my approach and the Python logic I use. Thank you for watching.